Today I fucked up by reading manga wrong for 6 months. A bit of backstory: I used to read a lot of Marvel and DC, and 6 months ago I started reading manga, to be exact My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan and One Piece. So this happened yesterday. I was in school with me and my friends, we were all reading manga and I wanted to show them a fight in chapter 152 of My Hero Academia. And I proceeded to show them the manga and read it out loud. And after I finished my sentence they just stare at me. I looked at them and asked them what they told me that manga was read from right to left. I dumbass thought manga was read like a normal comic. I thought the whole time it was just bad translation and read manga from left to right. When I realized what I have done, it was too late. I read manga wrong for 6 whole months, and now every time I talk about manga with my friends I get reminded of how I used to read manga. Too long didn't read manga like a comic for 6 months. Didn't live it down. The bigger fuck up is reading a comic out loud and hoping people would appreciate it in any way. Thank God you did though, so now you can actually enjoy manga. You weren't confused when everything happened backwards. This is so stupid, I don't even believe it could be true. At least here in Brazil, the first thing printed on the normal first page is that you should turn the manga around and start reading it from the back to front pages and then right to left panels, bubbles. Yeah. Basically every physical manga tankobon I've ever seen has a little indicator on either the back or the last page saying, oh hey, flip this around and read it back to front. There is no possible way this is true. Anyone with an ounce of brain would be able to tell that something was off within minutes of starting a book. You're lying. How did this take you 6 months? Took me about 6 minutes when I first read them when I was 13 or 14 lol. It becomes painfully obvious when things don't match up, and you really should have noticed this on your first read through, as nothing would make sense. Also, if you've read one where someone is killed this should have stood out very badly for you. Why are they all of a sudden talking again? Lol. Today I fucked up by letting a homeless guy make a phone call. This happened about an hour ago. My friends and I were waiting on the train home at a MARTA station in Atlanta. As we are waiting, a homeless dude gets off a train and makes his way over to us, sits down right next to me, and starts telling me he just came from the hospital and had his knee worked on. I figured he was gonna ask for money, but instead he asked me if he could make a phone call. I hesitated since I wasn't expecting this, but said sure anyway. I brought up the dial screen, but he said he needed to look the number up. So I open him up a blank page on Safari so he can look it up. At this point the train is about 5 minutes out, so I figured he'd have time to make the call. As I'm watching him use my phone I realize he's brought up X videos. So I said, hey man, are you really looking up porn on my phone? He just replied, yeah. Sorry man. I probably should have stopped him here and took my phone back, but I try to be nice about it and I jokingly say, why didn't you go to Pornhub? So he starts playing a video and takes the phone off silent and turns it way up. Then he sets my phone on his knee and proceeds to light up a joint inside his hoodie. Now I'm concerned he's about to start jacking it underneath his hoodie. Thankfully, the train arrives and I tell him I need my phone back. But then he asked if he could sit next to me on the train and watch the whole video and he'd give me a bag of weed. I just said no dude, I'm sorry, I can't let you do that. I got on the train with my friends and we left. One of the strangest experiences of my life. Too long didn't read. Homeless dude asked me for my phone at the MARTA station so he could make a phone call. So I let him have it and he started watching porn. What kind of porn? He didn't use incognito mode, so I still have the link if you're that interested. Lamau. Edit, he searched ebony fat pussy. I really thought that was going to end with you discovering the guy had Venmo'd himself all your money. I thought it was going to end with him running away. I thought he was lying about the knee. Today I fucked up by not getting free weed from a homeless guy. Why did you let it escalate that far lol? Dude, he could have run off with your phone. You're lucky it ended as well as it did. Still better than a friend's fiance, who was attacked Monday morning getting out of the Buckhead station. Fortunately the gun was a Nerf gun. Today I fucked up by joking with a customer. I work at a fancy women's clothing store. That being said, pretty much all of our customers are older, married women with lots of disposable income. If a man is in the store, I usually assume he's just there shopping with his wife or just popping in to buy a gift card before heading out. If a man's there standing around bored while his wife is shopping, I like to say to them, "There's a bored husband bench in the dressing room if you'd rather sit there." It's a slow night, and there's two customers in the store, a couple that both appear to be in their late 30s early 40s. I give my usual customer service spiel to the woman, then turn to the guy and mention the bored husband bench. The conversation then goes like this: "Nah, that's okay. I don't need it." Me: "All right, just let me know if you need help with anything else." Woman: "Oh? Did you hear her? Bored husband / bench." I freeze as I knew I'd done something wrong by accident, and a look of embarrassment spreads across the man's face as well. Man: "Honey, please. Not while we're in public." Woman: "No. I want to know. Why haven't you popped the question yet? We've been dating for so many years, I'm not getting any younger." Didn't listen to the rest of her tearing into him, as I conveniently remembered a stack of clothes on the opposite end of the store needed to get refolded. Too long didn't read. I assumed a couple was married, caused the woman to have a spat in the middle of my store. My only criticism is that you didn't use the opportunity you were given to use the alliterative powerhouse that is bored boyfriend bench. The bored bloke bench. Not your fault people have marital issues. Marital issues? Did you hear that, honey? Is she not allowed to propose or something? If you want something, ask for it. Rolling eyes face. I proposed to my husband. It's totally legal and cool for women to take initiative. Sounds like he needs a new partner if she's gonna be like that. Yeah, it's such a mystery why he hasn't done it yet. Seeing how little it took for her to tear into him, I don't blame him for not putting a ring on it. Divorce is expensive, but telling your GF to hit the road is free.